I have had a special emotion toward the forests. When I walk in a forest, I often see or otherwise feel someone's presence. The presence can be someone close to myself or someone I have never met. I see the presence especially between the branches or around the leaf. There is much information in it. Our eyes don't usually physically catch those things in most cases. This situation might be called being zero or empty. But being zero or empty has infinite information. I tend to believe what can be perceived through our eyes, ears, nose, tongues, or skin, though these devices have limited capacity to catch what's around us. However, at the same time, I think that those devices or receptors can somehow work to accept, to take in what they don't normally catch. A crystal, selenite for example, can emit some highly pitched vibration. I often feel or hear it vibrating. It doesn't play music or say a word, it only keeps doing what they do, like the light or gravity works to do what it's supposed to do. I also have a feeling that those vibrations, light, gravity, don't exist of themselves. They interact with many things, including the trees, things between the branches, myself, someone else, time, plastic bags, etc. Sometimes I wonder a person is capable of understanding what other persons are saying in a different language. I'm saying this because I can't, for the life of me, catch or follow what people say in the English language. When hearing English speakers having conversation with someone else, I feel they catch the content not just by the words, but some other things, using telepathy like ability. I hear that a person has such skills. My ears are so accustomed to hearing the Japanese language. I didn't grow or receive education outside Japan. The first time I started to live outside of Japan was when I was 40 some years old. My accent using right now is not what I learned from my experience in an English speaking country. On top of that, my IQ is not as high as I expect. The capacity of learning is not as great as other people I've worked with, but I think there should be a room for me to cultivate myself to do something very exciting. Personally, I'm doing what I like doing for work, and I'm treated special for a particular area. It took me several years until I made it to get this feeling. I didn't get involved in any social activity between my mid 20s and early 30s. I started working outside when I became 35 years old or so. I had been sick for 10 years. The only people I spoke with were my family members, doctors, nurses, and nobody else, basically. I paid no attention or interest in the internet. The 10 years in Tokyo were my blank period, like an empty space that people don't acknowledge. My world might have been a mixture of dream and reality to me. What I was doing were read books, listen to music, watch television, take a walk when I was in good condition of health, or keep sleeping for days. Now I'm working in a high tech field, I guess, and the people I work with are highly educated. By the way, I'm a college dropout with no degrees. At around the age 35, I started to work at construction sites, commercial buildings, or warehouses as a dispatched security guard or a blue collar worker. At around the age 37 or so, I got a desk work job, but I kept getting fired or ran away within some months or so. I had no social skills or knowledge. My current job has been continuing for 10 years or so, thanks to those bitter experiences. Now, nobody would imagine I had had a long term blank period or I had been working like what I said so far. People also mistakenly think I was educated in the US. When working as a dispatched, daily paid worker at a factory or warehouses, people said there is no chance to get any higher. In Japan, here, once you drop out, you can never get back on the right track. You only get paid 800 yen to 1000 yen per hour, which is $9 to $12 per hour. I also had no clue how a person can earn $2,500 or so a month. It was beyond my imagination. I actually did a 24-hour shift work or 32-hour shift work, but that was too tough to continue. But I somehow believed I would get a chance of earning some special skills within 10 years and get an opportunity to work in the US or somewhere. And I would even be married. It's funny, if you think you can make it happen, it happens. What helped me a great deal was to keep seeing a vision or receiving a vision of what I will be like, as well as how I will be treated by other people or in society. Like the visions I had seen in my childhood years or in my teens, those things can be seen in reality in the future. So I think communicating with my late grandparents who passed away decades ago, or my parents who are still alive, is not meaningless or nonsense necessarily. Everything my grandparents had said to me was right or became real. I don't know where they belong, but they have much better insights than me. I also feel myself of 70 years old or so might be real. I saw him when I was 7 or 8 years old, but I see him now too. I see myself of age 6 these days. I think it's not the past me, but there is a 5-year-old me somewhere right now, but he's not me here to be accurate, I think. He doesn't even recognize I'm watching him. He's walking in front of Chiba Beauty Salon over and over, trying to get back home, but lost his way. He has just moved into place. He will be seeing a released or wild dog on his way. By the way, I didn't get to see a vision of my getting sick and be shut off for 10 years. I also didn't get a vision of getting my current specialty or a company name I would be working for. So I think what I had seen were just blueprints of the future. So my assumption is that future is happening right now. I can only see a very limited number of pictures or voices. I cannot reveal everything. Those things are variable because right now takes place by chance.